Alright, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and in today's video I do want to talk about potentially a new up-and-coming Broly card for Dokkan battle, because as Dokkan typically does, don't ask me how they continuously do stupid stuff like this, but they somehow managed to do it. We did get a leak for the Dragon Ball Breakers first anniversary, I guess, celebration, or whatever you want to call it, and you can see the theme they're going for is going to be the Broly movie. See Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, you see Full Power Broly, see Chilai and Lemo. So really hyped. Me personally, I don't play Breakers, but for you guys who do play Breakers, I'm excited for you. Probably gonna have a lot of fun with this. This looks very exciting, and this art does look really clean. But we weren't supposed to know about this until the live stream, and as you can see, Dokkan did add this in their little data download. I'm assuming on accident, but I don't know how you accidentally add this. And surprisingly enough, this is Dokkan Battle JP, so this is not a global, mistake. JP actually made this mistake, which is really weird, because typically it is global, but that just goes to show you, Dokkan in general does not really have their shit together. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was potentially Dokkan getting a new Broly, because, as I mentioned, the Broly movie is going to be the theme for the first anniversary Breakers celebration. And then also, over on Legends, we do have some Broly representation. You can see the new part for the story is including Broly Wrath or whatever. You can see him right here. So they're also in the movie Celebration, the Sagas from the Movies campaign. So you could assume maybe we'd get a little bit more Broly stuff for that as well. So just a lot of Broly stuff going on that it could lead you to assume maybe we would get something Broly themed for Dokkan, which would make a lot of sense. Because when I say Broly representation is low, it's bad, man. I was looking through his cards, I was like, alright, surely we had a Broly card recently. Even Z Broly. It's been really, really rough. I mean, we had the Trunks and Broly, but that doesn't really count because it's a Trunks and a Broly. And also, that's just Super Saiyan Broly. So, it's not like Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. That's the hype stuff we want to see. So that, it's not really crazy, but I guess you could consider that a new Broly. But that's a free-to-play unit. So in terms of a new summonable Broly, it has been forever. The latest one we got was this Banner unit for the 7th year anniversary. So even this is almost 2 years old, but it's a Banner unit. Nobody cares about him. You probably forgot he existed. Most of you probably didn't even know he existed in the first place. So this definitely does not count. At least I don't think it counts because, like I said, none of you remember he existed and he really sucks. And then if you want to go even further back, we have the LR Broly, Chilai, and Lemo, but literally the same thing. Nobody remembers this guy. Nobody ever uses this guy. Don't get me wrong, he's a pretty solid support, and he does have that guaranteed dodge if you get 7 key spheres, but still, no one's using him. He's just not that great of a unit. He's on, what, 4 teams? Which is crazy, because he's been out for 3 years. And I think when he released, he had 2 teams. He had movie bosses and then joined forces, and then he only got 2 more teams in the span of 3 years. So, goes to show you, Dokkan is very iffy with their categories. But anyway, yeah, not really counting this as a unit, as a new Broly, because it's a Broly, Chilai, and Lemo. And Broly is in his base transformation. Both of these guys are. So we haven't had a transform Broly in a long-ass time, at least from Dragon Ball Super. So it would make a lot of sense that now with all the information of Legends getting, kind of a Dragon Ball Super Broly theme with the story mode, and then Dragon Ball Breakers, I don't know why I don't have it pulled up here, having their Broly theme celebration for the 1st year anniversary. I mean, Dokkan getting a Dokkan Fest Broly, or Dokkan getting maybe Broly and Gogeta for New Year's or for anniversary or something like that would make a lot of sense. Now, between the two of those things, honestly, I'd rather get both of them. I'd rather get a new Wrathful Broly and then a new Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, because I feel like both of those would just be really cool. But if we do end up getting a new Broly, which this video is going to be under the assumption that we are getting a Broly, we're probably just going to get a Legendary Super Saiyan Broly alongside a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta for maybe anniversary or maybe New Year's, something like that. I would assume if the anniversaries are going to be synced up, they're going to do this because this would be really exciting. But if the anniversary isn't going to be synced up on Global and JP, they're probably going to go for something a little, maybe less hype, just because they're not going to be synced up. Not saying that the anniversary is not going to be hype, but maybe just a level down from Broly and Gogeta. But maybe that would mean the New Year's could be, a Legendary Super Saiyan Broly and then a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, which would be synced because New Year's has always been synced for a long time at this point. So that definitely would be good. But New Year's is also 2-3 months away. So that would mean we would get it even sooner than anniversary. So personally, I want to see this for New Year's because it's just sooner. We can get it, relatively quick right after Breakers gets, the 1st year anniversary celebration thing. And then after Legends added the Broly stuff into their story mode, Then a month or two later, we get Broly and Gogeta and Dokkan, which would be really good, but I know a lot of people do also want potentially a Wrathful Broly as like a Dokkan Fest, because look, we got a couple legendary Super Saiyan Brolys, but this right here is the only Wrathful Broly we have in the game, which is crazy because he sucks. Like, he's really bad, and he already got his EZA. He was one of those units that EZA'd, I don't think it was right when he released, but it was, well, yeah, okay, so it was a day after he released on JP, so technically it wasn't right when he released, but he EZA'd very, very quick after he released, so obviously it completely removes all the potential for this guy in the future, which I really hate it when Dokkan does that, but whatever. Dokkan does their thing with these units. I guess it's kind of understandable why they'd want to EZA him right on release, because then obviously that's a little bit more content for that celebration, but think about it. If we had like a new Dokkan Fest, you know, Wrathful Broly coming up, maybe within the next like week or two, and then this guy could EZA during that celebration, and then we could get an EZA for, I don't know, the Tech Broly, the Tech LR one, because he's one of the oldest premium units to not have an EZA, I think, then that would be, bam, your 2 EZAs for that celebration. But now that this guy already has his EZA, you got to think of other units to EZA. I just feel like overall, it would have been better if this guy didn't get his EZA on release. Like, just give him his EZA passive as his base passive in his kit, and then just release him like that. But whatever, like I said, Dokkan likes to release, I guess, a little bit of extra content first thing, but then it kind of ruins them in the long run, because then you can't EZA them later. But if this guy does get a Dokkan Fest, of course that would be very useful, because we do kind of need to slowly build up to a legendary Super Saiyan Broly and then a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Because if we got a Broly, like right now, like legendary Super Saiyan Broly, or I say legendary Super Saiyan, but full power Super Saiyan Broly, you know what I mean? He wouldn't really have that many good linking partners, I don't think. I guess maybe he'd have like a couple other like movie units, like maybe the 5th form Cooler. I guess Turles might be a pretty solid linking partner with him. But if we get a Dokkan Fest Wrathful Broly, that would be really good with this guy. Maybe they'd share like 6 out of 7 links. This guy could be amazing for slot 1. The Wrathful Broly could be very good for slot 2. I think that would be a very good rotation. And then also maybe this guy could be a support for, I don't know, Exploding Rage or something like that, which is a really bad category, so that would actually be very beneficial. But just little stuff like that to build up to a new Broly would be really good. And like I said, the Broly representation has been very dire, so I'll definitely take all I can get. Even if we don't get a Dokkan Fest Wrathful Broly or a Dokkan Fest base Broly, I don't really care what type of Broly we get. As long as we get a new Broly that's exciting, then I'm definitely down for it. Like I said, you know, he'd be on Exploding Rage, he'd be on Rapid Growth. If we get a Wrathful Broly, he's on Giant 8 Power, he's on Gifted Warriors, he's going to be on Movie Bosses, Pure Sans. Pure Sans doesn't really need the help, but Movie Bosses definitely could. And then if it is a legendary Super Saiyan Broly, oh my god, yeah, Miraculous Awakening, Transformation Boost, Full Power. So this could be a really good release to the game. So if we do end up getting a new Broly, I definitely think that's a good thing, and I definitely think that's something that could be really exciting. So the main purpose of this video was just to let you guys know there is potentially a new Broly up and coming from Dragon Ball Super, just based off of the information we got from Breakers, and then also Legends. So like I said, I would maybe expect this during Anniversary, or maybe like a New Year's Duel Dokkan Fest or something like that, or potentially even just a random Dokkan Fest as, you know, maybe a Wrathful Broly or something like that. But that pretty much has been the video. Let me know which Broly you want to see the most, whether it's base Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, Broly Wrath, or like legendary Super Saiyan Broly, or if you guys want to see a Z Broly, because I think the latest Z Broly we had was the Sunday unit, right? And how old was this guy? This guy, 2019? Oh no, 2021. Okay, so he was like 2 years old, but still, 2 years without, you know, a legendary Super Saiyan Broly. That's still a while. So again, let me know in the comments which Broly you guys do want to see the most, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.